Yesterday I finished interview kind of training session for two people. The third one I was supposed to do, but the person eventually got busy or something. So, after I finished the interview session, this one of them was a senior level, one was, roughly in their 30s. So this this guy asked me, "Roy, how is it that you're able to come up with such answers?" Because, whatever question they ask me, based on their profile, I give them a very unique answer. I ensure that the answer that is given stands out, whether it is vague questions, the filler ones. Tell me something about yourself, your strengths, your weaknesses, where do you see yourself in 5 years, 10 years, what qualifies you for this position, why do you think we should select you? Give us an example where you failed in terms of leadership, give an example where you excelled as a leader, talk about this, talk about that. Been doing it for 20 years, man, plus. So I answered all the questions, and then he asked me, like, "Loy, how is it that you're able to come up with such questions?" He's saying, prior to your videos, I used to literally prepare different answers, look at websites, try to come out, but you made it so different. See, the answer to this is experience. I've been doing it for 20 plus years. Let's say, for example, the first time you tried your hands on driving, driving a vehicle. The first time I tried driving a vehicle, I was holding the steering wheel with both the hands, and I was so nervous. I was so, like, my shoulders were so stiff, and I was shivering. And when the guy started the car, I was like, wait, oh, we might go have an accident. And the guy was like, relax, just take it easy. He's saying, because we are in the middle of a we were not even on the road. We were in a small area which was muddy area but flat. And he's saying, we are alone. Why are you so hyper? I said, I'm just afraid that the car will just zoom and hit. He's saying, don't worry, I'm at the other side. So that was my first time when I started to drive. I was bloody nervous. I remember initially I used to look in the mirror and adjust this and adjust the manual stick and look at the left and look at the right and check my seat belt and do all those gimmicks. Today, however, if I were to drive a car, it comes naturally to me, because I've been doing for so many years. Whether it is that, whether it's playing a game, whether it is learning typing. When we start, we are, like they say, raw between the ears. So the thing about me is I do this every single day as, my work. Rebranding, resumes or interview skills or people's personalities or, business branding or whatever. Just as you're good at what you do in terms of your work, I'm good at what I do. Now, there are a couple of tips that I want to offer you in terms of interviews. One is, these websites like Business Insider or Entrepreneur or, some incorporated or whatever. The answers that they give you there, I've seen, tell me something about yourself, and they'll give some answer and they'll give you 2-3 templates. It differs. It is like just saying, okay, I'm going to give you 3 pickup lines that will work with all the women in the world. Or you say these 5 things to anybody and they'll give you money. It doesn't work that way, man. You are unique. Your personality is unique. Your strengths and weaknesses are unique. Your environment is unique. Your country is unique. Your city is unique. The job profile is unique. The person who's taking an interview is unique. There's so many variables, man. I have never met any two people who, look the same, acted the same, wear the same, even their job, even their strengths, their weaknesses. So the first thing is, whatever these websites are saying, they're trying to give you some worthwhile tips. But just look at the gist of it and see what can be incorporated. Okay, don't go exactly as per template and ask yourself, does this relate to me? Does this work out for me? Someone might say, go 3 hours in the gym. Maybe you just need maybe 20 minutes, man. Maybe they'll say, take this supplement. Maybe it'll backfire on you, The second thing is, an interview is a conversation. But don't try to make it too casual. If you're talking of a senior role, yes. At a senior level, director, CEO, they're not they're not going to say, tell me something about yourself. What are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? At that level, nobody is going to ask these shitty questions. Like, where do you see yourself in 5 years? These questions which are being asked, they're normally being asked by amateurs. Seriously. A person with little bit of common sense. When I used to work for these companies as a consultant in Dubai, UAE, I never asked people, what are your strengths? What are your weaknesses? Where do you see yourself in 5 years? No, man. These are only amateurs, and amateurs ask these questions. Obviously, you'll say, what kind of questions you ask? I ask questions related to the job profile. If it is engineering, I ask him very specific engineering-based questions. If you're talking of, do you want to understand the leadership aspect of this person? You probe into the leadership lifestyle that they have. Because you can't be a jackass everywhere else, but a professional at your workplace. Our personalities carry over. If you want to, I'll give a small example. Let's say a person is lazy, lazy bum. Do you expect him to be lazy in his personal life, lazy everywhere else, but at the work he is incredible for those 8 hours? He's amazing, but then when he goes home, lazy and stupid and untidy and unprofessional. No, that habit, if you have a good heart, your good heart doesn't become a bad heart, Anyway, next point is stop trying to be who you're not, man. But here, that doesn't mean if you slur when talking and some people have a habit of swallowing, my name is, and I'm coming from blah, 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 blah. And no. You need to be alert and attentive. And what do I mean by don't try to imitate someone, be yourself, is your core values, that you have. Don't compromise on them. Like, for instance, let's say you're desperately looking out for a job, but you're a person who, loves doing work independently. You don't want someone to micromanage and all that. Now, if you position yourself as a guy who, sir, whatever you do, sir, I'm ready, sir. But, anything you tell me, I will listen. And then when you start working, it's going to be suffocating for you. So I'm not, be yourself doesn't mean that you act like an arrogant prick, and that will not work. Rather, you need to be clear about who you are and what is the environment by which you'll be comfortable working. For example, if you don't like being micromanaged, okay, you need to put it out in a very diplomatic way that when I do my work, I like instructions to be communicated. And once I take them down in writing and I clarify them, I don't need to be supervised again and again. I will complete the work within the stated time and present the final product. Saying, yes, the manager is free to check from time to time to see, is everything fine? But being micromanaged is not one of the things that, works well with me. I'll tell you, if you talk like that, they would respect you much more. Okay. Point number 4 is every skill in this world requires mastery, requires practice, requires guidance, requires, patience. You cannot become good overnight. See, these YouTube videos that I make, if you see every video of this is 10 minutes, 20 minutes, and I do 3 to 4 videos a day. Try asking someone to put 3 to 4 videos a day, every single day, with different topics. Some may not be able to even do 1 video a week because they'll find it so difficult to think. In my case, this is now I've been a big mouth, talkative guy from the age of 16. I love speaking. But to hone that skill, 16 to 45, say nearly 29 years, man. So when I put videos every day as I'm working, I'm practicing. I'm checking my videos. Not all videos that I shoot come up. Some videos I realize, shit, this is terrible. And then I have to redo it again. So it's a constant struggle. Okay, so point number 4 is, if you have to be good at an interview, constant practice, non-stop practice. Practice until you perfect it. Okay? And last, if not the least, the final tip that I'll give you is write what you say, write what you're going to say, and say only what you have written. And I'm not saying like write down something and just, my name is so and so, I come from this. Don't go like that. Make it, like memorize it in such a way where it doesn't come across as a script. Like for example, I'll give a small example. Say, simple one. My name is Loy, and I'm just giving you a simple example. My name is Loy. I'm 46 years old. I stay in Koh Samui, and I work as a personal branding strategist. Now I just give you 4 lines about me. My name is Loy, 46 years old. I stay in Koh Samui, and I'm a personal branding strategist. Now, after you've written this down, saying it like a parrot is, my name is Loy, I'm 46 years old, I stay in Koh Samui, and I'm a personal branding strategist. No, there should be a little bit of feel, there should be pause, there should be slight bit of inflection, there should be slight, imperfected perfection. Like for example, hey, hi there. All right, introduction about me. Name is Loy Macedo, 46 years old. I stay on the lovely island of Samui, which is kind of 800 kilometers away from the mainland. And right now I make a living as being a consultant, a personal branding strategist. Now, did you see how did I actually communicate this? I just gave you one style of communication. Maybe there are different ways. Maybe you can say, hey, Loy Macedo here, 46 years old, so residing on the island of Samui with my family, wife and kid, and specialize in personal branding. So there are different ways of saying it. So you need to figure out which one matches your style, which one will match the company. Like for example, are you going to meet an old man or old woman, young man or young woman, middle age? Is it going to be an engineering company? Is it going to be a sales based company? Is it going to be a typical family based company? So there are so many things. I'm not trying to confuse you, but it's common sense to know that as you're dealing with different people, like when you speak to your mother, you speak to your father, your brother, your sister, your girlfriend, your friend, your enemy, your colleague, your manager, a person you don't like, we all change. We all, speaking in front of a group, speaking in front one-to-one, talking to someone in your bedroom, talking to someone as formally, So there are different ways. So this is what needs to be trained. So the reason I wanted to share this few tips with you in terms of interviews is to tell you, interview is nothing but communication. Communicating who you are to the person and making them realize that there is something in you that would benefit them, that would help them, and to create that sense of curiosity, intrigue, and demand for them to, after the interview, to say that, I think we can give this guy a chance, man. You know, let's give him a chance and see how is he. So these are the things that you have to keep in mind with regards to interviews. There are many other points. I'll give you slow by slow, but I don't want to, bombard you with too many. But all I'll tell you is it's a learnable skill, and if you perfect it, it's a skill that will stay with you throughout your life and open up doors of opportunities for you. Anyway, this is what I wanted to share with you. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. It's me signing off. You guys take care.